Boxing is a metaphor for life. As your defense improves in here, your offense improves in here, your offense in the world improves, as in like being able to say no. In the male-dominated clubs, women come in and they're like, oh, I want to try this. And in some clubs, they have to, slap knuckles, tell the guys, don't touch me. If they're uncomfortable with that, they don't bother coming back, which is a shame because having access to a heavy bag is a pretty empowering tool. Growing up, we were told as women that we're not as strong as the boys, we're not strong at all. And then you start hitting a heavy bag and you're like, wait a minute, I've been fooled, I'm very strong. So it's a very quick way to show people how strong they already are. I want to have as many female-identified people come through here and, just to be reminded how strong they are. We do a lot of outreach to the transgender community because sometimes trans people have a hard time getting access to gyms. They go in that change room, they're harassed, they go in that change room. We have a clear trans policy that says if you come to our gym, you will be 100% safe. 90% of what happens in here is recreational boxing, and I have a competitive program, an amateur program. I've got 15 fighters. Most of them are training for their first fight. 2 of them are hopefully fighting in about 2 weeks.
When I was about 6, my parents tried putting me in dance classes, but those never really took. As soon as I walked in the doors and talked to Savoy, I knew that this was a place that I wanted to stay. It has just such an amazing, inclusive vibe here. It doesn't matter if you want to get in a fight or go in a ring, it's an amazing confidence booster. It feels good and it's super empowering to be put in a space where someone tells you there's a bag, hit it as hard as you want. My mom's really supportive about it too. I remember when I was little, would watch Xena Princess Warrior with me on TV because she thought it was important for me to have a strong female role model.
I know a few boxers who, when they had a chance to fight at the Worlds, one of the companies that stepped in to sponsor them was a makeup company. So she had to wear a lot of makeup, even though she didn't usually wear makeup, and take all these shots with very sexy poses. And she hated it, but it was the money that was going to get her there. It's very different here. Like, I have a rule, right? We don't play that game at all. When we come to the gym, we could be having the worst day ever. And then once you enter the door and you look in here, it's almost like you leave your baggage at the door. You forget about everything, about your crappy day, about what's hard in your life, and then you open up the door and you're like, shoot, gotta pick up that baggage again. But it's lighter because you're stronger. The gyms that I've been in, men would just go up to girls and touch them, Some of the gals would have, crop tops on, and they'd just go and touch their waists and stuff. And the gals would kind of let it happen because they really wanted to be in here. I've gotten in the ring over the years with guys who knew they were going to kick my butt, but I had trained more, my technique was better, and, I held my own and came out on top. Men are more fragile than women. You do this to a guy, he's like, whoa, right? You do that to a woman, she's like, what are you doing? And it's probably one of the reasons how men protect themselves, by being aggressive, by saying they're the boss. But times are changing. More women need to speak out to change things. This is now the time of female rising.
Running through the 6 on my own. Thumbing through the problems on my phone.
I have the best job in the world.
But the statues do not stare at who embedded the monuments. Friendships and offers fake relationships up on my oxygen. You insignificant, pay your dividends or end up lost. I've been a part of this